Howdy and welcome to Sunburnt Gaming. We're continuing on with our 1920s mage game. The Deadly Razors have travelled throughout the underworld a bit, crossed a swamp, and have ended up reaching a pink, very salty river of the underworld.
Salty.
With this, they were able to find a ferry person that took the ghosts they were traveling with to a better place. A place, a farm with vast fields and apparently even a sun. The ghosts have not seen a sun for a very long time. But the players are currently very, very hungry and thirsty. It has been 2 days maybe since they've had any sort of food or drink. This led Domino and Experience to end up drinking some of the river's waters. For Domino, this gave them, for at least for now, perfect memory. We'll have to wait to see how long it lasts, but out of character, it is a condition that can be spent to get rote on some sort of like mental roll. So hopefully that'll end up getting spent and get you some beats on XP. Yep. The situation wasn't as pleasant for Experience though, in some ways.
No, I was chilling.
You were taking ag damage every turn.
Yeah, I was chilling.
This ended up requiring Snake Eyes to use their strange power of being able to see the closeness of death upon people to flip the hourglass that was the metaphysical representation of how close they are to death, bringing them from nearly dead or soon to be dead to basically full health.
Life's pretty good.
In return for the immense pain and suffering that Experience ended up undergoing, they also ended up receiving two things. They ended up getting a dot of gnosis and a key. This key is sort of a key to the underworld, a metaphorical representation of a certain type of death. How it can be used, Experience isn't quite sure yet. I don't even know if Experience is fully aware that it exists, aside from something is weird. And it feels like a key, and he's like, what, I don't know what that means. But that is the thing it feels.
The thing it feels?
Oh no.
The thing it
feels like.
Are you sure about that?
Can you not hear? Or
I can hear you
cut
now.
out at
You're
that
good.
point.
Does it? So is this not audible?
No, that's all fine. You're fine now. Just that one word just didn't come through at all.
That's weird. I'm plugged in and everything.
I think it was just a one-off, you know?
I'm suspicious. Okay. So that is the current situation. They have recently been supernaturally recovered. Oh, and when Snake Eyes did this change, it did lead to a sort of a bonk, a whack of the hand away by something supernal.
Someone didn't like that.
Yeah, and you lost your power to see how close people are to death. The primary goals the group has now in the underworld are a mix of wanting to seek out certain things, the ghost of Arthur Taylor, some ghostly elemental resources like ghost batteries or ghostly flame, ghost metal or ghost swords, getting something to eat, and trying to find a member of a certain legacy. A ghost mage named Charity, or the ghost of a mage.
Are they a ghost mage as well?
ghost mages exist, but whether or not they are one, like, did they achieve? Because that's normally something that requires lichdom or giving a soul to a ghost, which, of course, has never happened before. Can never possibly happen.
Wait a minute.
Along with this, there are also some other aspirations and desires the group has. Like John Dow would like to leave. They don't seem to be very, very big fan of the underworld.
I'm hungry.
Oh, it's nice down here.
Honest,
There's nothing to eat.
if we get out, how easy is it to get back in?
Not easy.
No, it won't be. Gotta find something to eat. Something that's edible around here.
Well, I can make it so that we don't get hungrier if you guys want, and thirstier.
Yeah, but we're still hungry.
Yeah,
And
but you
thirsty.
won't get even hungrier or thirstier.
We won't
Look,
starve.
I don't care. I'm good. If you can deal with that, that's fine.
I mean, I think I'm gonna cast
So-
it anyway, at least on myself, because I don't want to get worse.
I'd
I'm
like
happy
to
hunt
also
for
join.
food as well. Like, but
I'd
like,
also like to join in. I don't want to. The hunger is.
Guess I'll join in.
You know, hungry, but
It's so we don't starve. Is the...
yeah.
Yep,
That's the
yep.
No, don't get me wrong. That's not. It's not what I'm not grateful for.
What are you
Would
not
you like
grateful for then?
to not starve?
I'm good. I don't need nothing
For now, at least.
ever again. I'll never be hungry again.
Okay. I'm still gonna cast on him.
Please.
I think it's
actually,
just a
no.
shield
It means he's gonna
plan.
be like basically satisfied through this whole trip
Yes.
until
Is
we
that
find
bad?
food and the spell. I wouldn't think so.
As I'm right here.
So would that just be a shielding from time kind of spell?
Yes, it would.
Which is
Wow.
I will say
pretty-
that by default, it does have some drawbacks. Like it's
Yep.
so unlike some of them can be ignored with reach, but by default, so by pausing someone's sort of progression like that, it doesn't just halt and prevent the bad things like tiredness, hunger, bleeding out, for example. Those things will be prevented and not really a risk. But you'll also not naturally heal. So you won't like if you get bashing injuries, for example, they won't heal during that period.
Yeah.
Also, but pattern restoration and life magic still can. You won't regain willpower, mana, or spend experience while under the spell's effect.
Why would we spend experience? We need him here. Sorry.
Ha
God.
ha ha. Ah.
But I
That's something
mean,
I would
you get
say.
willpower back from, so the normal things you get willpower back from, like your virtue or vice. That still
Correct. That still wouldn't. You would not get stuff back from that.
I don't want this spell on me, man.
Okay.
But you can do reaches to expand things. There's also things like, so yeah, you can spend one reach to make it so people do naturally heal, one reach to make it so people can regain willpower, one reach to make it so they can regain mana. There's also a reach of the subject may ignore persistent conditions during the spell's duration.
Wait, what? Like they just like ignores even the existing ones, not just new ones.
It seems to say so. It's hard. It's sort of vague. So you actually can't get any new conditions to begin with while under this.
Oh.
So you can, if you would, something would normally scare you, you wouldn't get the equivalent frightened condition. If something would, if you dramatically fail, you will not get a condition from it. If you
This sounds.
if you act a hubris, you will not get a condition from it.
Really?
Does it delay it though?
It does
Yeah.
not delay it. Your body, the change is just prevented.
Time magic is fair and balanced.
Yeah.
So and there's no reach option to remove the experience limit. If you're paused, you cannot grow as a person.
Makes sense. Okay,
So do you want to do a reach or two?
I don't know how much reach I can do. Well, I mean, safely I can probably do one. I don't want to do instant. We don't want to hang around for ages. But scale might be a problem anyway.
You'd have 2 safe reach
Yeah. Okay.
because you have time 3.
Yeah,
This
but
is a shielding spell.
But I feel like I'm gonna have to do like a scale one if we want all 4 of us.
Yeah.
I don't want
Not instant. Okay,
I don't
for all
want it.
3 of
I don't
us
want
to
it.
be in it.
Don't touch me.
But I mean, it will get rid of your condition, so I'm tempted to.
Alright, beat my withstand if you're gonna cast it on me.
Fine.
What's
You guys want to still be in it with all these downsides? Which do you think we should? I'll do one reach to get rid of one of the side effects. Right? Do you want to
Now
heal
now think
naturally?
about
Do you
it,
want
I'm
willpower or do you
concerned.
want mana?
Willpower probably.
Really? I was leaning
Did
towards
you say something?
Oh, just humming.
Ah.
What it sounded
I mean,
like. Kind of sound like
if
noise.
you guys want to starve, you can starve. Unless you have another way of getting food, that's also
I
fine.
can torture a ghost.
You can what, ghosts?
I can torture
Torture
a
a
ghost.
ghost.
And that would help us how?
They'll
It
give
won't
us the
help
food.
us, it will just help me.
Oh.
It will sustain me. Unless I reach to help you guys, but I already like to reach. If I want to go
You're gonna
this
start
route.
eating ghosts. Is that what I'm hearing right now?
Can I? Can I use occult knowledge to work out like what's edible in the underworld and what's not? No, that wouldn't be it.
Finds
That
out
would
nothing is
still
edible.
be survival.
So a cult could let you know if there is food
Okay, I
and
want.
what is safe to eat, for example.
Yeah, this water. Is it safe to drink?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling great afterwards.
I want to do it just to know if the if ghost food is like compatible with humans. Oh god damn it!
Okay.
What an interesting question.
2-6. Oh, did you want to do difficulty? I don't. I was wondering if you wanted to do difficulty. I got 2 successes.
Okay. So, unfortunately, while there is theoretically some rare bits of food material that can be eaten, you will know that they're pretty hard to find, and their sustenance is wrong in some ways. So it will sustain you for a time, but if you ate it for long periods, there would be some sort of occult supernatural effects on your body or your spirit. And secondly, that ghosts aren't solid. Like just I'm trying to figure out the simple way to say it. So you know how ghosts are like intangible things, but in the underworld they're solid. Red Fists is solid. Things like it doesn't matter that they're intangible because you're in a ghost dimension. So if you've got food in your system, food in your belly, let's just say a ghostly apple or a pomegranate, and you go up, leave the underworld, suddenly that stuff goes intangible again while it was still in your stomach. And that can just sort of feel weird and gross. Suddenly your body is just like the stuff is just disappearing out of it.
Meh.
But like, would you rather starve? Would you prefer the spell on you?
I'd prefer the.
So many questions.
I mean, that is, what is the thing that we need? Do we know, or do we just?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the nature of the food? Is that what you're asking, Matt?
Yeah. It's just
So,
like-
eating the meat of ghost animals will act similarly to the meat of the living. Whether that's so, ghost animal will probably be less psychologically damaging, you could say, than eating a ghost person. For obvious reasons. But there are also, you can also eat the plant life and the mosses and things like that. So, if you try, ghosts can also eat anything that is a ghost. It doesn't make them more. It doesn't make it like they can't like bite through a ghost wall any easier than you could bite through a normal wall.
Oh,
But like if they ate sawdust, they could get essence from it, and like choke and cough on it. But
Where you get essence from it?
you'll get essence in your system.
Is that good?
I mean, it'll do something eventually.
Okay, I guess I'll try eating first. Where's that rat called? Was it actual rat? I want to try eating it.
No, it was person.
We don't know that.
It was a kid, wasn't it? Yeah,
You know
actually,
nothing.
what did experience do with the body?
You put it in the
Go on.
river so that it dissolved.
Well, there goes that plan.
they're gone.
Put
There
a
are
beat in
still
it.
the little strange
Okay.
crab.
I couldn't help that it disappeared. It's gone.
Okay, I guess we'll try eating crab then.
Oh, crabs!
Yeah, because it was on the, like trying to gnaw at one of the bodies was a
Yeah.
small crab. I think it had like on its antennas. Maybe I think it had.
Oh.
Oh.
I'll give it a go. I'll just cut the eyes off.
You're gonna eat all your crab?
You're full.
Yeah. But I could have some more crab.
Let's give it to the starving people first, okay?
You're not sentient, are you, crab?
What does it
Yeah.
say?
It seems to be snipping.
I'll pull out my sword and poke at it.
Oh,
Does it run away or does it keep
It's
sniffing?
gonna try and move away.
what did you
When
expect?
the thing moves, like trying to poke at it, and then like take like a sort of defensive stance, I guess you could say, like a
Yeah.
little like.
If
non-guard
you're
little
sentient,
creature.
run.
It does not run.
Okay, I'm killing it.
Maybe it just speaks another language on it.
No,
The
the only
language
language
of
that matters
dying.
is English. Despite
The
me being
hell?
Chinese.
Your character isn't even English.
Man, people really rubbed off on you.
Do I need to roll
I don't feel that would be
It'd
required.
be funny.
Okay.
Crab
What
puts
did
up a
you
big
say?
fight.
It's not like one of those samurai crabs.
or okay?
You could have given it a knife and it could have been a sick battle.
My
Is
God.
it appetizing? Does it look appetizing at all, or do I need to cook it? Or
It. I feel like you would want to cook it, but that shouldn't be too hard because you're right next to a swamp. The only issue would be humidity. But it's no, actually no, it's not cold. It's not hot. Not humid. It's very damp and cold.
We've got like a mage who controls forces, right? Do we have a force
Yes.
mage? Okay, just wanted to make that clear. I have a question. How hungry am I right now?
You haven't eaten for 2 days.
Pretty hungry. Okay, I'm casting the spell on myself. Anyone else want it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I'm not risking it on the ghost food.
Okay. Okay, I have to do advanced duration, and I think we want to do instant because I don't really want to get hungrier over like an hour or so. Unless, how long is it gonna take to like cook the crab? Like not ages, right?
Probably not. No,
So there's no need to hang around.
like maybe like 30 minutes.
Okay. So.
No survival.
Okay, you may want
I would
someone
need
with
that.
survival. Does anyone have survival? Or does one use magic to help the situation?
Yeah, wasn't that the spell that I didn't take when I should have to do things that you're bad at?
I'm not casting spells. I'm casting a different spell.
I was wondering what spell it was. Was it like fatal?
Fools rush in.
Oh, it was Fool's Rush in. If like on the way into the underworld.
How long did you cast it for?
But isn't it just... Oh, so is it just on you, though?
I believe I did adventure.
Okay.
Cast on everyone.
So then, Matt, you'll have no penalties to attempt this, if you do.
What's the attribute?
I feel like it would be maybe wits or composure.
How do we? I guess I'll fire.
Wow, revolutionary.
We don't have a pot, do we?
No.
You got 3 matter. Can't you matter us up a pot?
Reshape something into a pot.
We're near a swamp. Just make a. Just do. I'm gonna
Make
say something.
random materials.
Out of
It's-
character?
I'm gonna say something, and this is definitely not in character. But just make a hungy.
What?
A hungy.
What's a honey?
A hungy. I think that's how you say it. It's a New Zealand way of cooking food using. You basically do it in the floor. You cook in the ground.
Oh,
It's a
that
Russian
thing! Would
thing.
it like? Yeah, they like dig a hole and then you sort of like
Yeah.
put the you have the fire inside the hole.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
sure.
then they just cover it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ideally, you do it with like an oven in the floor.
As long as you can like dig the dirt up, then yeah.
I just googled how to
So
pronounce.
It's
grab a bunch of leaves.
Pardon?
I guess I'll just grab a bunch of leaves and wood and like dig a pit and fill it up with a crab. I guess I'll try and stoke the flames that way.
Okay.
I can just create you a fire.
Yeah, one
Too
success.
late.
Too late. So that's one success. I did it the hard way. Yeah, I
He
did all that.
realizes
And he just
this
said
while
that. I
he's
just create a
doing-
fire.
Once he's made the fire.
I was too busy thinking about hungies.
Are there any more crabs? I don't feel like one crab.
I think let me go find a crab. I think I saw one earlier.
It was just like fill the pit with like leaves and other crabs. As many we can get.
My favorite meal: leaves and crabs.
Delicious.
One of us is a koala.
That's the eucalyptus leaves.
What koalas eat crab?
No, the leaves.
Oh, yeah, I suppose the oily leaves will like catch fire better.
Yeah.
I'm going to overreach by 1. I'm gonna do. Wait, okay. If they're going to catch crabs, it's gonna take ages, right?
Excuse me.
It's gonna
You know,
take at least an hour.
Like an hour.
I'd
So I might
say.
just do ritual, right?
Sure.
Not do instant.
No faith in my catch crabbing abilities. Catch crabbing. Yep. That's what I meant to say.
So then there's technically no overreach if I just do the heal natural one is the kind of one that I was thinking.
I'm just picturing like a crab. You know how they've got the one big claw, but it's like a catcher's mitt.
Hmm.
Crab baseball.
Favorite pastime.
Crab ball. Play ball.
Okay, so then I
Okay.
won't overreach. I think I just do duration. Oh, and I'll still overreach by 1. I'll just do scale. Who am I
Okay.
getting in this? Like experience is out. John Dow.
I think it's just you and Domino.
Okay. So I'll do that. So yeah, 1 overreach. I'll contain. But I can heal naturally, so it's okay. Okay. Do I paradox?
I'm sorry, Jacob left.
Well, that means I
I
don't
didn't-
paradox,
I didn't
right?
leave.
No, Jacob's left. I will now take over the session.
Do I paradox, Mike?
How many dots do you have?
Hypnosis, or entire?
No, in this Arcanum, you idiot.
Oh, okay. I have 3 in time.
What? Okay, so you get 2 free reach. How many reaches are you using?
I'm using 3.
Well, then you over by 2. What
No.
yantras are you
Oh, I'm
using?
over by 1, mate.
No, it's 2 dice. It's 2 dice.
Oh, okay.
1
But-
overreach, 2
1
dice.
overreach.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, okay.
Do you have any tools?
Yes, I will use my path tool.
That's a dedicated tool, right?
Yeah.
So you just roll a chance die. Alright, don't worry, I'll roll a chance die. Are you containing or
I'm
not?
containing.
Can I persuade you to not?
No.
Okay.
So what we're learning is that Mike will be the next Mage GM.
Yeah, that's
Oh!
what I'm using too.
No! Alright, you're fine. You're chilling.
Okay, so I'm gonna use high speech because why not? Does my dedicated tool give me any pluses? I can never remember that. It should
If
write
you're
it
using it for
It'll
your
be +1.
thing. Eh?
The DMs are disagreeing.
If it fits
Or
the
GM.
spell, it's a path. It's a path tool.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you still get the +1 of being a path tool.
I don't know if it fits. I don't even know what you are.
What am
I don't
don't think
feel
it
that
does.
it necessarily fits in this scenario.
Yeah, I'm right! Yes! What is your
Interesting.
path tool? What is your dedicated tool, sorry?
my dedicated tool?
The chip, right?
Yeah, it's like a poker chip.
This doesn't fit at all.
I know, I'm more of a fate mage.
Hmm. Well,
Okay. So yeah, I think that's 8 die.
When I get around to playing, I'm gonna be like annoying everyone with like, okay, so here's my yantra for every single spell. I'm just gonna be like, okay, I know all the things.
But
I
you'll
got
never be a player.
4 successes.
Okay, so that's a success. You two are now shielded from the passage of time.
I'm on that
It
crab
lasts,
hunt.
it lasts for 1 week if you're interested. Okay, to be clear, I use the reach that means that we can get back health, but we can't get back willpower or mana or anything else.
So yeah, if you get like little cuts or scrapes, or you get stabbed, it will not prevent you from healing.
I felt that was probably the one that's most important.
Also, is very useful when if paradox causes you to take some damage, because you can't heal those magically. So if you can't heal magically or naturally, then
You just don't heal.
yeah, those injuries just are stuck.
Okay, so we're now hungry. We're still hungry, but we won't get hungrier. Positive.
You're not going to
Oh.
starve.
Or, yeah, we won't. We also are pretty thirsty, I'd say.
You
Actually, you
won't be
didn't have
any
a
more
drink.
exhausted.
Did the river water hydrate you or at all?
Wasn't it salty?
Yeah, they couldn't really keep it in because of the salt.
I spelled it out, I recall, but like it
He recalls
gave me perfect memory. It's really unnerving, actually. I don't think I want it. I don't think I feel good about having perfect.
You know when you're trying to sleep at night and you remember all the embarrassing moments?
Yeah.
Like that in
We just
high
need-
def.
We gotta be careful what we say around you because you might flash back to like something when you were a kid. Wait, you don't remember being in the womb, do you?
No.
No, you're not conscious, so.
Basically, what it is that when they think back, and it's not like constantly overflowing with memory. It's just when they think of a memory, it's as if they were there. It's it's a perfect recreation of the memories they have.
Okay.
Crab time.
Okay, so you guys are starting to eat the crab, and something causes your peripheral mage sight to go off. Off in the distance, above the river city, which I should describe a bit maybe, but the river, you're at the river, and a bit, maybe a few hours walk from where you are, there is a city, and that is the city of Orangara, and that is where you've been told that they do not accept white people there. They're not fans. And anyone who is facing that direction at all are going to see what looks to be like something similar to fireworks going up into the air, but instead of exploding into a fireworks display, these flames that are being launched up into the sky, they seem to expand a bit and then hold their position until eventually you see what looks to be a night sky. Like, it looks like a starry sky.
Okay.
Like a few hundred stars are up there pretty quickly. And that obviously detects as magic to you all.
No. Couldn't be.
When it comes to describing the river city itself, most of it is the exterior seems to be mainly like as if someone had cobbled together a lot of separate buildings and used their materials and like made sort of an outer layer, while the inner layer seems a lot more like sculpted cliff and stone. I would say that it looks like there's a pretty sizable amount of people in there, but you can't really tell, like, you can't see anyone at this distance. You can just see that, okay, it's a very sized city for the time.
Semi-big.
Not as big as Sydney, but like these, surprised they sold such big. Oh, it is the afterlife, so they got a lot of people going. We can't disguise you either, unless you want unless we find a way to make a coat for you
What coat?
to go into the city.
We have magic, and all the best we can do is a coat.
You don't have life magic.
I have life magic.
Are we gonna do magic blackface?
I prefer.
Oh, that-
yeah. I was waiting for
that's
someone to
true.
say that. Cut this out of the video. Cut this out of the video.
Master, do you want some shoe polish? I think I can make shoe
Oh
polish.
no.
Ah.
No.
How do we? Okay. Anyway. I don't know.
So the question is, do we know? Okay, where do we want to go? We've got a couple of different things to do. One, we want to find Charity. Do we have any idea where they might be?
What is lots of people asking there?
I feel like just going around asking, hey, have you seen a page called Charity? I mean, it could work, I suppose. We did just see magic come from the city road,
Yep.
so I suppose
Be them.
is a
I
good place to start.
I can use my my magic 8 ball to like check it if they're like in there.
Okay.
All right. I shake it and I ask if Charity is in the city, and then I check. What answer comes back?
Try again later.
Did you
Ah.
please roll the dice pool?
Try. It has its own dice pool, I'm pretty sure.
It should say on the sheet. I did give
Dice
you.
pool. Dice pool 3. I should have just asked this. Just did the major.
If you would like, you can use try to cast a prime spell to force it to succeed.
I don't think you can do that at 1, can you?
Yep. It's called Word of Command. Is the name of the spell. It's the main way people use imbued items because imbued item dice pools are terrible. As you are seeing with the 3 dice.
That is very low.
Okay, this would be worth it actually. I'll just incorporate high speech. That should be.
Oh wait, was it an imbued item or was it an artifact?
The real
I
question.
believe it was an artifact. So.
Okay, in that case,
Does
the
it-
dice pool has probably changed since character creation. So it would be 1 plus your current gnosis. So I think it'd be 4 dice.
Okay.
Big
So it's up-
increase. 1 die.
Word of command's still like better to cast for me.
Word of command may be the better thing to cast, but I think because you could use yantra maybe, but
Yeah. I was gonna use high speech to help. So anyway, 3 successes.
okay. And the question, what was the exact question?
The exact question was if Charity was in this city.
Signs point to yes.
Yeah.
To the
There we go.
city. Okay, how do we get in, guys?
That's the question. If we don't want to do blackface, then we will have, I think, just making some codes.
Okay. I'm happy to go along with that plan.
The hoods.
No.
Like it's a terrible plan, but like, okay.
Okay, 2 of us are not white.
You can just like okay.
That's true.
Is it better if it's like if it's just mentally if you use mind magic?
Are you trying to say is mental blackface better than real blackface?
What is
Like
happening?
physical blackface? It's like
Maybe it's better just can you hide your presence against other
yeah, I'm
ghosts?
just going to do that. I'm going to
Just
do
do
that.
that.
We're going to
You've
move
done
on. Actually, sorry, I can't do that. I don't have any mana.
Oh.
Oh, did you use it all up?
I've been fighting for mana on the daily.
I think they did. You scoured
I've scoured twice already.
your
I don't think I
stamina
can do it anymore.
today, right? Or I don't know if you did it today. Because was that after your travel?
It was no, because I did it after.
I think you did it during the fight against the Reaper, or before the fight.
Yeah, like sometime around then.
So you would be able to scour again today.
Oh, so it's the same day. So I get my. So I should mark them back up. Okay. Cool. Well, I'll scour my stamina again, and get 3 mana. Then I'll cast some sort of spell.
Sounds like a plan.
Do we want it on all of us, or do we want it on just you and me?
Well, it kind of like we will need to talk to people, right? And we won't be able to talk to people with this spell.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking. It's just, I'm not really thinking, but
You can communicate through us, but it's
just tell me who to cast it on.
I definitely me. And you.
Do you put on the mask while casting this spell as a +1 yantra?
Sure. Do I ever say no to anything you say I do that would be, slightly troublesome and may lead to negative outcomes? No, I don't think I ever have. So, of course, the answer is yes.
Other people may wonder, where'd they get the rat mask from?
I found this sick mask.
Huh? Okay, that's a bit odd.
It's just an average. Everyone's like, okay, buddy.
wasn't that the thing that attacked us?
No. Well, no. You were attacked by a rat person, a very small rat person.
Yeah.
Huh.
The size of a small child.
Stop.
I did say that when they attacked.
How's my character?
I'm sure it's not related. It should be.
These are 2 separate things that have happened. They're not related at all.
Where did you get this?
Coincidence.
Sorry, I can't hear you. I'm
like a
casting a
masked
spell.
person.
Sorry, I can't hear you. I'm casting incognito presence. Primary factor duration.
Speak louder. I'm wearing a towel.
Yeah. High speech. I'll reach for duration. Obviously. How much dice do I have? 6, 8, 9. I'll reach for instant. Reach for duration. I'll reach for scale just so I don't have to minus as much. I'm pretty sure I have this as a practice. I do. So it should be 9 dice. I'm overreaching by 2, and I'm using my tool. So it'll be 2 dice. 2 dices.
Okay. No successes.
Okay, and then so this will be 9. Yeah, 9 dice. I think that's an exceptional success because there's a praxis.
Oh, okay.
I got 3 successes. Can I refund my mana?
That's fair. You also get 1 extra, remember.
Oh, I'm going up in the world.
You also get a willpower.
I'm going up in the world. All right.
You took advanced scale, right?
Yeah, scale, but it's only targets are only myself and Snake
Well,
Eyes.
Are you also taking the others as targets, but just so that they can see through the illusion?
What does that even mean?
Like, because you guys talked about, you can talk through us. Like,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Like they're okay. I mean, if I can do that, sure. Is that another
Yeah.
reach? Do you think?
No. I've had it. You guys do it a few times in this campaign where you guys just targeted an extra person just so like, okay, we can see each other.
As long as they don't get the effects, sure. I'll do all
Yeah.
of us like that. Okay, cool. All right. I'm invisible.
So am I.
I
can
think
see.
that maybe you guys would see them having like you can see there's something just off about them now. Like your eye just wants to not focus on them too much, but you can still see and hear them fine.
Perception.
Just like
filter.
a nudge in the back of your head.
Spooky.
It's a perception filter.
You're not wrong. So you guys have an illusion up on you now.
To the city.
In
Yep.
we go.
Am I still thirsty?
Probably.
Um, Yeah, you're probably a bit thirsty.
If you die because of it, it's not on me.
The water in the
River.
lake. No, it was really good. Very quenchy.
You started violently vomiting up water.
That's why I was about to like try it, and then that happened. I'm like, okay, no.
What do you mean? It was extremely
Really,
salty.
really quenchy. I feel
got
good.
nothing. I got nothing from it besides being
That
able
was
to see
probably
everything.
me. You were probably severely dehydrated from it, and when I flipped your hourglass, it probably flipped that too.
I feel great. I drank from the water. I blacked out. I feel great.
You take it from me. It wasn't good.
No, it was.
Let me sit.
I'm not
look,
gonna
let
take
me see
anything
thing-
from you.
I'm sorry. All it gave me is like perfect memory, and this is. I'm kind of sick of just being able to remember everything in perfect detail.
Alright,
I
I'll
just
take
want to
it.
go-
Already, that was a quick.
I'll take it. Give me a perfect memory.
I described.
No. Okay, thank you. Can you remember my what happened to me then?
Does that
perfectly.
mean you have like perfect memory of books and stuff? Because that's actually kind of cool.
I would.
Not even
Actually.
loser.
You know,
He
actually,
would be able to
maybe it should be
perfectly
fine.
recreate his memories of reading a book.
Sound like the same thing to me.
It doesn't necessarily cause the information to just be in your head,
Yeah.
but you could remember the events of reading the book and see the words again.
Oh, so basically just going back to your, just rereading it in your head.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
To the city.
Yeah, we're
Uh-huh.
we're going to see.
Alright.
Mm.
City time.
Okay, so it's only about an hour a walk or two. You can see that there appear to be a few people, not many, on watch, looking out. At least from the angle that you're coming. 2 young men, one of which seems to have some sort of ever-bleeding head wound. I think they're going to be standing guard, and they're going to say to stop where you are.
Oh.
Why have you come?
I'm not the one. I don't have anything to say.
What cover story do I want to give?
I keep walking past.
They do not seem to notice.
Good.
I'm
I'm,
gonna watch and wait.
I'm just gonna like go a bit further and then just turn and kind of wait.
We're looking to visit someone in the city. Just tell them that. No need to lie. Let's see what's day. Just last story.
I'm thirsty. I want to go home.
Also, my friend here is thirsty. We're hoping to find some, food and drink here.
They look you over. Can you guys give me some sort of persuasion or empathy or socialize roll?
Do either of us two have to have the?
I have 1 persuasion.
That's better than mine because mine is my social role is the intimidation. And I'm not gonna put it out unless it goes like
Is it-
south.
What social attribute?
In this case, you are not doing any sort of deception or anything. It sounds like you're doing very straightforward. So, in this case, it would be presence.
Never mind.
Okay, you got no successes.
I'm too grumpy.
You just ate a crab. How could you be grumpy?
I'm thirsty now.
Like a child.
You try going without water for.
I went the same amount of time without water.
True.
We all did.
Yeah, and I'm also thirsty as well. How are you also not grumpy?
You're not acting out like that.
They are
That's
going to
pretty
look
good.
you guys up and down and be like, okay. We'll
Oh,
need
well.
to check to see if you've got anything suspicious on you.
Do we have anything
What about this
suspicious? on us?
sword?
Oh, so that's just how I got like swords on me.
Oh, are they visible, by the way? Like, can they see them or...
You can see one of them.
Okay. So they're gonna say, like, we're gonna need you to put your swords... We're gonna need, like, take your swords.
No.
Like, we
No.
can't have you walk... We can't have people we don't know entering our city with swords.
Hold on, we
Can-
just
can-
need it
can I
for
get
like
them back
self-defense in
later?
case, but
What?
Sorry, could you... Matt, could you say your thing, and then...
Can I get them
and-
back later?
They will nod. And Anthony, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say like, oh, we're gonna need it in case like anyone roughs up any trouble, and but I'll just
you
let that
guys
play.
fail at your job.
Okay, we'll see what how to respond to that.
Yeah, so they nod at the if you'll be getting them back. So, yeah, we just need to make sure that you're not. Some people who come in, some people new to down here. Their desperation can lead them to do foolish things.
Okay, right. Hand over my swords.
Okay. They stand aside and let you through. Now that you've given over your swords.
You don't have any swords. You're not even. Who the hell is this?
They're gonna say like that we're just gonna keep them in this, and you see like a very tin build, like one of those tin roof buildings. Looks like it's like a shed cobbled together out of those sort of roofs. Because as I said, like the outer layer of this town is very much made from the bits that have fallen down into the underworld and sort of just cobbled together. And they take the swords into that little shack. And they say that we'll make sure that they're safe and in here till you come back.
Okay.
I have to just tell the people. Do you know how long you'll be?
Maybe a day. Maybe half a day. We're just looking for someone.
Okay, I'll have to make sure to tell the next lot. Don't want them to be surprised and confused when they see these. Been a while since we've seen someone walking around with swords.
Suppose I have to hand over my knife as well.
Because he's hidden that.
They seem surprised, but yeah, no, okay.
It's to make me less suspicious so I can keep my Molotov.
Half of this is like a razor game, man.
Okay, so yes, they now have taken your weapons. And
So I
you're
was-
all able to enter.
I was thinking, you said it would be like a day. How long have we been already in here?
This is your second day in here.
Yeah. Well, how long can someone survive without water, guys?
Like a
So,
week.
yeah.
Apparently around 3 days is the standard that they say. 3 days, but it does range from 2 days to a week.
It depends what food you eat.
What about crab?
Crab, I really need water.
How much water component is in that ghost crab?
It's a ghost crab.
That's why I wanted to cook in the pot, but didn't
Should
get
have made a
option.
pot, right?
Me.
Okay. So you guys, once in the city, you can see that it seems to be relatively hustle and bustle. Like it isn't like a New York metropolis or something, but it's got a pretty decent amount of foot traffic. A lot of people. It's not so crowded that you're like having to move through a mass or anything, but you are having to adjust your course, you could say, like while you're walking, like everyone's like moving around each other.
And they can't see us, so they never adjust for us, so we gotta do extra work.
I think with incognito presence they automatically do
Oh,
so. Like
nice.
people are intentionally like they don't walk into you constantly or anything.
That would have got annoying.
And people just don't. It's basically just people don't acknowledge you. Like they'll see you, and then the second they blink, you're gone, and they've forgotten about you.
Yep.
So you might get like a slight glance here and there of a confusion or a surprise, but then it's only there for a split second, and then they've looked elsewhere. There are going to be, so in this entry area, at least for this part of the city. It does seem to be a sort of market of sorts, where people have there's a lot of fishmongers and what looks to be fishermen who have come in from the riverside with a lot of wet objects and trinkets hanging up to dry. Like you've got like books and journals, a lot of clothes that have come down from the stream, combined alongside various odd-looking fish.
Is there a well?
I feel like yes. I feel like there's going to be a well. It's not like one of those brick salt like stone circular ones with like the hat on top. It's not like that. It would probably be it's very much more like it's more like a standard hole, but
Is there a bucket? Is there?
there's probably someone in front of it with I think they're gonna have bowls. And it seems to be something that they are. It's what they're selling or trading.
Engaging in ghost capitalism.
Is there ghost money? Is that what they're using in this trade?
Jeez, barter system.
So what you can mainly see people trading is two things. One is actually, now that I think about it, there'll be three things. So the two most common things that are being traded and sold, one is labor and effort and like agreements to like, I'll help you out with this. Like it's basically like a promise of, yeah, I'll help you with your roof, or I can do, I'll go out and help you fish in like 2 days. Like labor. The second thing you're seeing pretty frequently is offering of trading of some sort of ghost object for another. And it seems like the less hard and more easy to eat something is, the more common it is as a thing being offered. The third thing, which is a lot rarer, but every now and then when it happens, it sets off your mage sites. People trading memories.
Oh, interesting.
Ghosts can trade their memories with one another when desperate. It gives up parts of their identity, and it also means that some ghosts have memories that aren't their own, but it still sort of remember it, and it ends up being a sort of disconnect.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, yeah, Experience has some history with that sort of thing. It actually gets like a mini subsystem if you're using the rules of playing as ghosts.
I'm not a ghost. I'm just an
Not
alive
yet.
person. Hey, I was
But-
before.
You can't just take out your memory. Oh, wait.
Wait. Oh.
No, that's my thing. No.
Could a mind mage trade?
Oh, I was wondering, because you guys are looking for stuff, right? And we're in a market. Do you see anything that fits what you guys were looking for?
I want to
Mm.
steal a fish,
Okay, that's a bit odd, but
like
okay.
one of the funky looking fish. That's what I'm doing. I'm not looking for you guys.
You know, because I feel like I'd be good at stealing it. So if you wanted me to, nab something, I wouldn't be against it.
You find a fancy sword, maybe nab one for me, but I'm more focused on water right now.
Are there any fancy swords around?
Like all like metal, like
Or
materials
knives.
for it.
Yeah, I think that's more likely, right?
Just swords. Gotcha.
Mm.
Or a battery.
I'm also looking for a battery.
Yeah, that's gonna be a interesting find if you get it.
Okay. So I think I think I'll go one player at a time in order of easy to find to the hardest to find things. So from my understanding, this would probably be experience first, then I think John Dow, surprisingly,
Interesting.
Domino, and then finally Snake Eyes.
Am I looking for charity?
I was assuming you're going to be looking for any signs, or
Yeah,
if you
okay.
could maybe
I was
ask
like-
someone. Like you mentioned, maybe asking people.
Well, I can't talk to anyone directly.
Oh, yes, that's true.
So I figured I'd just help Domino, maybe,
Okay.
in looking around, and then afterwards someone could help me with mine.
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it'll
okay.
be experience, probably stealing a fish.
Yoink!
first.
I want the funniest looking one, like, real funky looking one, and like a really big one too, like 2 hands. Like you can't hold it with one.
There's going to be a shopkeeper who is just like it takes him like a minute or two before he notices, because he was like talking to someone or he was like preparing something, and the look of anguish on his face is like, oh no,
Life over.
like that was gonna get him, that was gonna sustain him for like another day or two on its
If
own.
this big fish is only a day or two, I'm looking for like a man. Like I can't walk properly holding this thing. I got 1 strength.
Like no, he means like monetarily, like just selling that one fish would have like been a whole day's work,
Oh, okay.
like sales.
Should
Oh, but
feel
this
bad.
I can't take it back with me. I want the big fish. Anyway,
So
Are
you
just
have this
carrying a fish now?
stolen big fish.
Yeah. yeah, I'm gonna write that on my character sheet. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I'll find a place. Please continue.
I'm picturing like the twisted weird faces of like deep sea fish.
You're real messed up.
Not like blobfish, but
Like an anglerfish.
yeah, that sort of vibe. But a bit more standard fish dimensions, you could say.
Sure.
So then we have Domino. Domino, it takes you a bit longer to find, but there does appear to be someone who has dredged up some new. Their focus seems to be, and their clientele are people who want to learn about the new discoveries that are happening up on the top. So whenever electronics, scientific things end up coming down, new gizmos, bits of car engine, when they get those, there's someone who specifically focuses on selling those things.
I don't know if it's like changed at all once it's down here. I don't suppose he knows since he's basically just scavenging it.
He'll raise his eye, like his eyebrow, like in a bit of. Are you new down here?
Yeah, recent resident.
The cast-offs down here, they mainly work the same, but they got powers.
Right. I think I might have something. Let's see. I will try to like offer him something if I brought down. I brought down Frankenstein's battery, but I'm not sure if it's like worth a trade.
If you kept your knife.
It was just like a regular.
Like I did.
They know that knives aren't much different to them.
It's not a weapon, it's a razor. You have to think like a razor gang.
Okay, fine.
Come on,
it was a
Get
razor.
to stabbing.
Part of the razor gang I gave up my razor.
I will say you don't have to. A lot of ghosts do not have to shave anymore.
Cool.
Basically a sharp stick.
I mean, it can be useful for fishing.
Oh yeah, it's still useful as a knife, as like a thing with a blade. I'm just making note that like the shaving functionality isn't as useful if you're not growing any further hair, or if you're a skeleton.
That's we lost so much use out of our knives, guys.
I'm picturing that guy from One Piece who's a skeleton, but he's still got loads of hair.
Yes.
Growing Google power.
I'm curious what you think of like flammable materials from the surface, because I may have come across one.
Ghost gasoline.
I get up my Molotov and shot him.
Thought you were about to throw it. I had misread
No,
the
I'm not
situation.
gonna.
I'm gonna throw a Molotov cocktail at him. Die!
This like an alcohol or an oil?
It's an alcohol. I figured that they're quite rare to come across around here. But I was thinking that its properties down here would also. It'll be a great enjoyment to residents down.
He reaches out a hand and says, "May I?"
Sure.
He takes it.
Don't be
he
careful
wants to take
of it.
he just wants to take like a smell of like how strong the alcohol is.
Yeah.
As he smells it, he does that little cough because it's how strong it is. And I think, that's some people down here would definitely be interested in that.
I think it's a good trade. That battery and this alcohol.
He looks between the two. And he's like, I think I can make that deal.
Yep.
And yes, you now have a ghostly battery. It is not. Just to be clear, it's like a 1920s battery.
What does that look like?
So they're a bit like bulkier. They're still like cylinders, but they're not like thin things you can just plug into a back of a TV remote. They're
Okay, so you basically gave them a Molotov cocktail. Did you tell them about that you're meant to throw it, or did you leave that part out?
I left that part out. They're there for the alcohol.
Do you have others? Or is that your only one?
That was weird.
I'm stealing that back.
What the heck? You're making the lives of all these people so much worse.
It's true, but like we now have no weapons except magic. If you give that away, because they gave up their
Except
swords.
magic. I feel like, buddy.
I'm just being on the cautious side.
You can take
So
it
I'll
back.
wait a couple of minutes.
I love to be on the
Let's see
cautious
do
side
it.
by ruining innocent people's lives.
You're the one who stole food.
Yeah, I'm megalomaniacal. Are you?
No. I'm doing this for the good of the group. We're criminals, and also I
We've
do
done-
larceny all the time, so like...
We've done worse. We're not. I don't have any against it.
Against the people who are suffering down here. Damn.
Look. As I said, we've done worse.
Okay.
I've done worse.
do I have to roll to steal back?
Not while you're incognitoed, I'd say. Unless you want to make it so he doesn't even notice, like you're that good. Like he cannot see the stuff that you do.
Okay,
He can't notice the actions you take.
right. Well,
We're invincible.
do it. We're not invincible, we're just invisible.
Invincible.
Okay.
If you're so invincible, why can't I see you?
Where's the... I'll write down I've got a Molotov cocktail.
Like
Don't
the
worry,
idea
I'll
that, oh
throw it.
yeah, invincible people can't be seen. Ah yes, Superman. No one has ever seen Superman.
I'm not
Alas.
gonna return it straight away because I don't want to know that, like, let them know that I just stole it back straight away.
No,
Okay.
we're like fairly far from the stall.
Then I catch up.
Okay. Now we move to Shandao. So yours takes a bit longer to find. It seems like in this town they're a bit more. They're not as like when someone dredges up weapons. It seems like they're not just put onto the common market. But you do see people, someone who has like got a haul, you could say, that includes it. And they are, you can see it in transit. You can see them bringing they've gotten what looks to be some razor blades, along with some like just clothes.
What's this quality of all these?
So
Nice.
some of the blades are slightly rusted, but if you follow them for a bit on where they're taking this, you can see that there sort of seems to be a small little cliff area that has been sculpted, and you can see it's sort of impossibly smooth. This little, you know how there are sometimes cliff outcrops and they make like a small, not a cave, but like they have an overhang and people will go under it for shelter and things like that.
Hmm.
There's an area like that it seems to be there are some ghosts that they bring them over and they're looking over these of various ages, some in their 50s, some as young as maybe their early 30s, and they are looking over these weapons. A lot of them are the recent razor blades of differing qualities. Like a lot of them have something broken about them, but along one of the walls you can see some more impressive weapons, you could say. There appear to be some a collection of very colonial sabers.
I don't think I'll be able to afford those.
Well, you can see it doesn't look like the people who are looking over it are buying so much. It doesn't seem to be like a stall. It doesn't seem to be part of the market.
Okay.
With a bit of just paying attention, you get a sort of gist of what the situation is. So these appear to be some sort of like figures of authority or something equivalent to someone in charge of security or military. And they are looking over these and deciding, okay, do we want to take these and add them to our collection, or do we not care about them? This is prioritization for the defense of Warangara.
Is there a trash pile?
I think there's there's like a table, maybe a wooden table where things that are being considered as no, we don't want them, like that's too damaged or too flimsy or whatever. So things that they don't want are slowly being placed on that table.
Okay, I'll have a look at those.
Don't you want the best one there?
I can't afford them. That's assuming that I can even buy them.
Someone will come up to you and basically ask, what right do you have to be here and take this? Like,
Yeah.
what do you have, like, permission from one of the girls?
I know, but I was just looking, but just asking. You're just gonna throw these out, right?
We're going to send them back into the river.
You won't mind if I like take one, will you?
We don't want to have our people just going around with weapons.
Oh, but they're damaged.
It doesn't
sure?
count.
How about? How about I hand it over to the gate guard, and just they already have like my weapon in storage, so I just throw one of these into the pile.
I'm confused. You want a broken knife and then for us
I
to
like
give
to
it to a
collect them.
guard so that
I think I'm a smith, so like given an opportunity, I might be able to make it. Actually, you know what? We could work a deal. I could try and fix these up a bit, and then maybe keep one.
you can fix them, but you don't have like tools down here.
Oh, maybe
How-
I have a hammer.
But wouldn't that require like smelting? I'm confused.
I think I got my tools.
He looks you up and down. And
Not on me, of course. I have friends. I got a hammer. I can just make shift an anvil.
he looks at you skeptically. Can you give me if you can succeed at some sort of roll, he may trust you enough to give you a chance on this. But otherwise, you'll probably need some sort of proof or sign, because he's never met you before, and you're making
Is presence okay or composure or?
presents. Yeah,
Okay, I'll do persuasion.
you may want to spend some willpower or something though.
Okay then.
But yes, yeah, the offer of someone who can repair things is pretty useful, because blades are not something that's and weapons outside of the most basic aren't something that's very easily repairable.
Okay, 4 successes.
Okay, that is going to be enough in this case. They're going to take a chance on you. They're going to give you something that looks pretty bad. Like it's broken. It's like snapped at partway down its length. So you could cut someone with it and it'd still hurt, but it doesn't have like the proper reach that you would want out of a weapon. And he hands it over to you.
Is it just like chipped or is it rusted?
It's snapped at some point upon its length.
Is it like the rest of the blade or is it just half blade?
Yeah, it's just half a blade.
Oh.
But I will say that your matter magic can still repair from that. Fine.
Okay. Okay.
I think as long as it still be considered part of the object recognizably, you can repair from it.
Should I just use mold clay or no, not mold clay. Shaping, or should I just go a bit more like perfecting? I'm just wondering.
So if you had other materials, then shaping would work fine.
Do you have any more metal or?
Well, there's a few there, but So he only handed you one, but if you're saying you'll need like the material, he'll give you a second one that.
Okay, shaping it is.
Because it's like, okay, I guess it makes sense that you would need materials in order to do the repair.
And I guess, do I get like a corner or room to myself, or?
Well, they're not going to give you a space if you don't already have one. No.
Okay, I guess I'll. There goes to the brains won't explode, but I guess I'll wander off a bit. Like I'm gonna get my tools,
Okay.
and then I'll find a quiet corner, just do my magic.
Okay, so using like a hammer would presumably be a tool at the very least. So yeah, this is I don't think you're going to need any potency especially.
I have it as a rote to shaping.
Ah.
Big money, no whammies.
So just do like instant and then double check. 3, 2, and does the tool count as +1 or?
The tool's a +1, yeah.
Okay.
And because being a rote, you would get to add as the second yantra your appropriate skill dots. Not sure what skill is being used as like craft or something, or
It was craft. Okay. Yeah, 3 successes.
Oh,
you were able to get the material from one blade and use it to supplement and restore the other.
Okay. I'll quickly head back and present it.
They are gonna be. Oh god, this person's back them. Like, do they want more materials or something?
yeah.
And then you show them the blade is restored, and it's like, and their eyes go open. I was like, oh, this has only been what, like 10, 15 minutes or something?
I guess I
Or,
did
like-
rush that, yeah. Oh,
So they are going to be astonished. Like,
Incredible.
is this one of your ghostly gifts?
I guess so. I still need the material though. I don't think I
Well-
can like magic up more material yet.
I mean, ghost up.
Is doing that draining for you?
I just for this it was fine. Right,
That's amazing. We could.
It really
They're
is
going to try. Like, please.
Hey,
Like they gesture you to like come inside more, and they would like to like discuss. Like, okay, can you like do this a lot? Like, and we might have to talk with some of the Gal leaders. They'll really want to. Like, some of them would be very interested in having a much better supply. Or maybe is it limited to weapons? Like, can you repair other things?
the more complicated, the more difficult.
Because
Yeah, like-
that's when you're in a town that is really heavily like a lot of it is made from damaged materials. A lot of stuff down here is broken or patchwork. So this guy is like, oh my god, this is such an opportunity. I'm gonna get in so well with the leaders if I can just like if I use this opportunity right. I think we might end this session here with this man fawning over you.
Trying to get
Hero
you
of the
a job.
town.
Sure.
He
Yeah,
could
all
pay
went
you
well.
in food.
you could stay here forever.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if John does like, yes, I do want food, but also that sword you have there. Why do you keep adding the word ghost when you start talking about sword? It's like, oh, no reason.
Slip of the tongue.
I'd like some ghost food.
You mean food?
Yes, that is what I said. Shifty eyes.
It's just like when people in sci-fi call something like space something, like they just add the word space in
Space
front.
orphans.
Oh god, what?
Okay.
I was thinking also things like they just add extra words on things like turbo lifts in Star Trek. They're just lifts. Like we
No.
Turbo
Are you an
yeah, but
idiot?
if you're in real life and you get into a lift that's just really fast, you don't
I'd call
start
it turbo
calling it a
lift.
special thing.
I would. So stop.
Danny, your building's lift is exceptionally fast.
Yeah.
You just call it a lift, right?
Yes.
No, they call them
Exactly.
elevator. Boom.
Sometimes depends who says it. I think.
What, do
As
they
long as
say
they
the
don't call it an
going up
escalator.
cube?
No, no one says that.
Might be a new name for it.
Too many like letters, words.
So, yes, this is where we'll finish this session.
Customer engagement. Sorry, viewer engagement.
What?
Sorry guys, you're not
Yeah, buy
paying
our
yet.
merch, our non-existent merch.
You're not paying yet.
I don't know. You can make like a.
It's all gonna become subscription. You're gonna have to pay for everything.
Oh,
Where our merch is like a straight razor.
Yeah, that's nice. It's nice.
Is that gonna ship?
It's just
I
sunscreen.
think we can only ship it in Australia though. I think international customs might have problems shipping
No.
the razors.
I feel like Australia Post might have issues.
Yeah.
I don't. Australia Post, it'll be fine. It'll be
Say
fine.
it's the
Oh, okay, it's a space office
It's a
thing with a
safety
reference.
razor.
Okay.
It's got a safety on it. It'll be fine.
It's got a safety on it. What do you mean?
It's called a safety razor for a reason.
It's safe.
It doesn't have one, but we call it that.
I think Danny was thinking like how guns have safety.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, they don't call them safety guns though, and that's the reason why they can't ship them.
Ah, I see.